Gentlemen, every single conversation you have with a woman is a test. Not a test she consciously designed, but a test written into her nature. Most men fail it before they even open their mouths. And here's the tragedy. It's not because they are cruel, not because they lack kindness or good intentions. They fail because they are predictable, safe, flat. The very thing they think makes them good men is what makes them forgettable. You've seen it before. The man who nods too quickly, the one who asks the standard questions. Where are you from? What do you do? He listens, he smiles, he agrees, he compliments, and she smiles back politely. But the second he leaves, her mind empties. He's gone, erased, another shadow in the crowd. Why? Because modern women are not moved by politeness. They are surrounded by politeness. They are surrounded by attention, flattery, empty validation. Her phone vibrates with compliments from strangers, with heart emojis, with men begging to prove they're different. So what moves her? Not safety, not predictability, but presence, tension. The sense that this man does not just see her surface, but looks through her and knows where to lead. And this, gentlemen, is where the art of communication becomes the art of power. The Machiavelli lens. Niccolo Machiavelli never wrote a book on seduction, yet he remains one of the most powerful mentors any man can study for this exact field. Why? Because he understood human nature more deeply than almost anyone in history. His insight was simple but devastating. People follow gravity. They orbit the one who bends their emotions, the one who shifts the atmosphere, the one whose presence creates weight. Now apply that to your conversations. Women today are flooded with words, flooded with men trying to prove themselves. But the one who speaks with gravity, the one who uses silence as much as speech, that is the man who makes her stop, feel, and submit, emotionally, mentally, and eventually physically. This video, this lecture, is about that gravity. 7 shifts, 7 transformations in the way you communicate that will separate you from 99% of men. Not to entertain her, not to impress her, but to lead her, to disrupt her patterns, to rewire her so she craves your presence more than anything else. This is not about memorized lines. This is verbal dominance, subtle, surgical, unforgettable. So let us begin.
Shift 1. Speak like a mystery, not a message. Most men talk in straight lines. Question, answer, comment, next topic. Their words aim to complete a thought. They are rushing to reach an end. But the magnetic man, he bends his words into curved lines. He hints instead of explaining. He suggests instead of declaring. He pauses. He allows tension to live in the space between sentences, because women are not craving more words. They are craving the silence between the words. They are craving the tension that lingers when something is left unsaid. Picture this. 2 men talk to the same woman. The first says, "I really like your dress. You look amazing tonight." She smiles, she thanks him, and in 5 minutes, she forgets. The second looks at her, pauses, and says, "That dress, dangerous choice." Then he says nothing else. She leans forward. Her mind races. Dangerous? Why? Does he like it? Is he teasing? She feels confusion, then intrigue, then anticipation. That, gentleman, is power. Machiavelli would have said, "The man whose words must be deciphered, not explained, is the one who controls attention." So practice this. Speak half of what you mean. Say it with weight. Do not rush to close the gap. Because the moment she feels she has to decode you, you become a puzzle she wants to solve. And once her mind locks onto the puzzle, her body soon follows.